Night. Heidi.
A lot of students employ the following strategy when it comes to studying. Study as much as you can for as long as you can and do it all at once. But it turns out taking breaks during study time is the better way to go. So to explain, Laura Lee Burgess joins us from Oxford Learning this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Heidi.
Yes, cramming, maybe not the best way.
That's right.
And there's actually research behind this.
There is. So studies show that kids and adults who take frequent breaks are able to retain more information than if you were sitting there for an extended period of time.
Cram. So
Yeah.
there's actually studies that show that if you're halfway through learning something and then you get interrupted,
Yes.
and then you go back to it, you actually remember
more
than if you had just studied straight through. So that's kind of
right.
interesting. So now, how often should you take a break? How should this work?
Every 45 minutes to an hour. So, you know, you don't want to be sitting there for hours on end studying the same material. The longer you're focusing on one particular subject, the more monotonous that gets, the less your brain is actively engaged in what you're learning. So it actually becomes detrimental. So 45 minutes to an hour, take a 10-15 minute break.
So 10-15 minute break. So we're talking about kind of a short break, not like an hour break.
Not an hour
Just
off,
a little break.
Just a little break.
And what kinds of things should you do during this break?
So you want to leave the room. So if you're sitting at your desk studying, the best thing to do is get up, take a walk. You know, go grab something to eat, grab a drink, but get out of the environment that you're currently in, and give yourself some new scenery. You know, you don't really want to do anything like watching TV. Nothing like that. But, you know, grab a book, flip through a magazine, just take a little break that takes you away from the material that you are learning.
Okay, so no TV, and I'm thinking maybe that means no like smartphone either, right?
Right, that's not a good...
Not exactly what you're looking for. Yeah. Another tip, steer away from the subject. So don't like leave the room but still be thinking about whatever you were studying or whatever, like try to clear your mind.
Yes, so if you're doing accounting, you're studying accounting, don't be reading, you know, a finance article on your break. You know, you want to do something that's completely unrelated to what you are studying at the moment.
And here's an interesting thing. When you take your breaks, so say you're going to take several then, you shouldn't do the same thing every break then.
That's right. Mix it up.
You should mix it up.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe one time you're going to get up and go for a walk or get some fresh air. The next time you're going to go and grab a snack.
Right. Next time you could listen to some music or something like that. Even things like meditating.
Yes.
That's a good one. Talking to someone, that's another good one. So just like sit down, have a chat with somebody. But again, not about the subject.
Not about the information that you are currently learning. That's right.
And even something like going for a short drive, if you're, you know, if you have your license and whatnot, if you're a student, then that's another interesting one.
And those are good things to keep in mind for adults too. You know, when you're at work, if you're working on the same thing and you're sitting at your desk, you know, for hours on end, really focus on taking that break. And sometimes it's hard to do, but you will be more productive and more engaged in what you're learning.
And also, of course, it's important to get up and walk around just because you don't want to be sitting all the time.
That's right.
So that's important too. Great. Well, thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Yes, take breaks. So students, next time you're taking a break, you could say it's all for learning.
It is.
It's for a good reason. All right, let's go now to Cyril.